All right, so here today we got something pretty fun to talk about. As you all know, actually, we are basically a little bit of time away from something cool, which I forgot that it's releasing this close. So I do wonder now, are they going to start the rerun for the Christmas event early? Again, I have no idea because remember, this is popping up next. Let me just show it to you. If you're new to the channel, like and subscribe, helps out a ton. Let's hop into it and let's break it down together. Let's see what we're cooking up. So first thing, let's establish something real quick. If you don't already know, we had the entire stream over here. This was the, again, anniversary stream, and they gave us a lot of idea what they're cooking up on the side. This we'll come back to in a second, right? Because remember, during the English stream, they confirmed right away that in late November, realize we're already pretty much into late November, and next week, as we just got confirmed, we just got it confirmed if you don't already know, spoiler alert, you're not getting a banner this week, correct? I think we all knew that. Today's Wednesday, no patch notes, anything have been released, okay? Which means, most likely, next week, or rather not even next week, let's say this right now, in 2 days, you'll get the announcement for a Lone Survivor to be the next update, and when that happens, guess what? Boom. The week coming up, which is again the 22nd, 23rd, when the update will release, which is definitely late November, this will probably drop with it, unless they do it on the 29th, 30th, which I don't think so. It looks like most likely the next banner is going to be announced this week. Correct? It has to be, in my opinion, the way that they usually do it, the way they did it with Dorothy and whatnot. So that means that, you know, it's going to happen on the 17th to get the announcement for a Lone Survivor. When a Lone Survivor releases, this also releases with it. Now, I wonder, are they going to rerun the banners for Christmas at the same time to, like, in a way, separate them away from the new Christmas units? Or are these going to rerun on the new Christmas units banner? Like, I don't know what's going to happen here, but I am curious because remember, this is returning very soon. It says again, future content update. Miracle Snow returns in full audio dubbing, by the way. Okay, so be ready. If you cried before, you're gonna cry 10 times harder, and with dubbing, it's gonna be miserable. That's why they're dubbing this, because they know how miserable it was. They're like, all right, we need them to suffer a little bit more. This event was 10 out of 10, one of my favorite events of the game, and on the scale of miserableness, it was 10 out of 10. Like you will tear up if you have a soul, all right? just kidding, but yeah, it is pretty cool. So keep in mind that it's happening. It's just the Miracle Snow event from last Christmas is making a comeback, this time with PV animation and full audio to relive the emotions. So keep that in mind. That is in late November. That's basically, in my opinion, 7 days away. And I do wonder, are they going to kick up the rerun soon? What are they going to do? That's my quick little thought process. Remember, I told you Christmas is coming in 4 weeks, within 4 weeks, right? So that's there. Again, this is what's next. You would know that a Lone Survival is the next update. Right now, we speculate 11/23 is when it releases. This person also speculates the same thing, 11/23. So that's kind of what we're going for. Because again, Red Ash ends. There's no way that they're gonna like let a dead period occur. So obviously, when Red Ash ends, that's gonna kick up. So it's kind of how we're thinking it. And they don't usually do every weekend update, so it's a 2-week update. This is how it kind of goes. So 11/23 makes full sense for this to release. Now this releases Christmas time. Are they gonna start that hype up? Because remember, the Lone Survivor event theoretically is a sort of snow event. I think it's a snowy event, right? So it's kind of into like the holiday spirit in a way, if you want to say. So just know that now. But again, just keep this in mind. This is coming soon. So if you do care for limited, that's all I'm gonna say. Remember, the units are mediocre, right? If you were to look at like what Prime rates them, they don't really rate them too high. For example, if I were to find them, where are they? Come on. Where the oh, here we go. Where the fudge are they? They're right here. Yeah, it's a B tier character, A tier character on bosses. Not the best. She's like a really unique character and kind of fun to use, but sadly they just aren't the best. Miracle N is actually really good at PvP. A lot of people actually tell me that she's pretty solid there. Outside of it, pretty niche, but again, it's a limited character. You might have fun with her. Maybe they buff them. Hard copium. But you know what I mean? Who knows? But beyond that, also remember there was all this other stuff that they mentioned. I do hope, because they were talking about a lot of stuff here, and I really hope that if they were to do any of this stuff, they actually go and do it in good time. Because a lot of the stuff they've been saying to us, okay, I'll be very honest with you, I'm not hating on Nikke, but I do think that when it comes down to the fact of them adding stuff, they take a while, right? And the dev notes, they kind of said it for like 3 months, 4 months, that they're going to update the entire aspect of was it blah blah, and it took them how long, correct? So they said like to add a search function, it's a lot of procedure that involves into this, where they can't add the search function just like that. So if you want the search function, you're gonna have to wait a while. Again, when I hope they do add a search function, it's kind of hella hard to sort of build things and whatnot. They also plan to add new weapon types from in the future. This is all stuff that they're planning, yeah? So again, I covered this a while ago when the Annie first started. But I do wonder when they're going to add this stuff, because you have to realize, at the end of the day, We didn't get any big core content update in this entire Annie. It was more so just like the Annie itself gave you the mini game, which was huge. It gave you all the content associated to that, being the event, being all that stuff, being, again, the archive system also being some sort of content in a way. But I was hoping for a sort of core content. The half Annie brought you solo raid, right? And solo raid is pretty solid. That actually bides a lot of time for a lot of people, actually, as the content that they're focusing heavily on. But outside of that, I was wondering what happened. So I do kind of question where they're going to go onto the aspect of content. Because they did say that they're cooking up stuff. It's just too early to reveal it to you, right? Like Simulation Room, remember that 2.0? That's something they also mentioned. They're also mentioning, again, weapon types. We're going to get new weapon types in the future. This was like the Rapture thing. Do you kind of dislike anything about it? This is about the outpost and stuff like that. There was Simulation Room 2.0 in a second here. I think it pops up. But they were mentioning that, right? So I do wonder, at the end of the day, when they release that big content. As of right now, though, we know that end of year is approaching. So first, we have to get through some big stuff first. But yeah, this is it. To grow more characters, can you add more materials? That's also something they're working on. But remember, after we get into the fact of around like December 31st, after Christmas, all that kind of elapses, they're going to probably give us the dev notice for what is happening in 2024. That's what they gave last year, right? And last year, they gave us the update to the Liberation Unit thing, right? That whole thing launched, which was a massive update. After that, they also announced a collaboration. First ever collaboration coming in within like 3 to 4 months. That was also something big that they announced. So you have to realize that those two things are pretty much kind of likely to pop up also. That is, again, a month and a half away, so you have plenty of time. Don't even talk about it. When they announce a collab, you have to realize that the collab is announced for 3 to 4 months later. So don't even start saving until you hear the announcement and see the next 5 banners. That's literally how it works in this game. You don't want to save it for a little bit because it's like you're going to skip pretty good banners. Like, for example, you saved for Nier. How many characters did you skip to save for Nier? You skipped like the whole roster just to get to Nier, yeah? Relic system's gonna get revamped. All this stuff is planned. But again, we just simply don't know when. They did say a lot of these updates will go into 2024. Also, they didn't really specify when, right? Like, are they going to be happening in 2023 or really going into 2024, right? So just remember that also. But these things were all shown to us during the stream. Plans they have, again, new weapons are going to be designed in the future. They plan it, but not yet. A search function, plan it, but not yet. Simulation Room 2.0, plan it, but not yet. Some new what is it? Did they say capture content? Or some like new content in a way that's planned in the future, not right now. And then the dev notes also gave us an idea of some things that they have planned. But mostly what they've been saying to us in dev notes over the last 3 to 4 months finally came true, with this recent update being story nerfs, being blah blah getting updated, being the voice line thing now added into the game. All those things finally happened. So again, realize that now. But I do wonder what they plan next. Some of these things are pretty big, and they are, again, coming in relatively good time. So that is there. Miracle Snow dropping soon is a big thing also. In full dubbing and with a PV animation. Just keep that in mind. PV animation, oh my god, it's going to break our hearts tenfold. But that's happening. Again, Christmas time, big time of the year, so have fun, be ready for it. Holiday spirit, first off, get into the holiday spirit and everything. Alone Survivor, the next banner, keep that in mind also. It's that, but I don't know how you say it. Because another person said it's like Tuub? Tuub? I don't know how to say it. Someone told me how to say it, now I forgot how to pronounce it. It's fine. But yeah, with that being said, let me know what you think. That's all I got for you here today. Quick little video, just wanted to show this to you. Thanks for watching. And yeah, I wanted to just tell you what's coming soon and big things to be hyped for. And I hope you're hyped. I do. Yeah.